Hello, this is Holly Sanders, and thank you for looking at my presentation for our Task 3 assignment for the Edit 6150 course with Dr. Kopsha. And this is a Demonstrate and Justify assignment in which I want to demonstrate and justify a Web 2.0 site called Wikispaces. Basically, Wikispaces is a free website that provides a community Wikispace that allows for collaboration and group page editing. And as you can see below, there's an example of the Wikispace I created completing my Task 2 assignment. So the major features within a Wikispace are basically everyone that is invited to the group can post text, graphics, and even multimedia. It does eliminate long email chains or revisions between multiple people working on the same project. And it offers an opportunity educationally for students to share and build knowledge while creating something they can review and look back upon. I've laid out right here how Wikispaces contributes to the 4 C's. In basic definitions or terms, within critical thinking, students get to decide what is important and what should be held on each page or within each project. As far as collaboration, the entire class will have to work as a team to create the different pages and to finalize the project. And in order to do this, it does require a lot of communication and also understanding each other's roles and communicating assignments and just basically working together to make the project come together. And finally, there is a creative aspect as far as designing the wiki site, deciding where things go, what pages will look like, colors, fonts, things of that nature that the students will have to work out as well. Now, as you can see on this slide, there is a picture of a pelvis which I took from my Anatomy Wiki site, and if you look to the left side of that, you can see all the different pages that are listed within that site. So it's a review wiki site that I made to help my students review all of the material before their final exam, and also something they can take into future coursework with them that they can review. But my goal in doing this was to get them to collaborate, which is one of the 4 C's, and create this site together. So they're responsible for what they build and how substantial their review is. And as you can see, there are several different pages that I created, including introduction, cell membrane transport, integumentary, musculoskeletal. All the different body systems are represented, and my goal would be to divide the class into groups where they all have an individual body system where they create the review. And then as a unit, the entire class will then have a review they can all go to and share. So basically, the major 4 C's that I wanted to bring forward for this Web 2.0 is collaboration, because students and groups must collaborate to determine what materials need to go in each section or page, and each student gets to contribute their own portion to the overall project. Now, some of the theories, the learning theories behind this using this Web 2.0 tool as a learning item, or even how it lends to the 4 C's, would come from the theories of constructivism and constructionism, and basically making the learning process active for the student. So instead of a teacher just filling a student's head with knowledge, basically the student has to go out and construct their ideas or concepts based upon their current or past knowledge. And then in the 90s, Papert came around and decided to add upon constructivism into constructionism, and this is where knowledge is actively constructed in the mind of the learner. It's very similar to the one before, but in this case, Papert made the point that knowledge is really solidified with the creation of an artifact. And this is where Wikispaces would come in, as the site that the students would build would become an actual artifact that they can build and refer back to and see throughout the semester and into future courses and future semesters. As far as any critiques, I was trying to imagine what it would be like to create this for my students, and some of the problems that we would run into would be the same with any Web 2.0 tools, and that is basically, will my students have access to a computer, maybe off campus, or when they'd be working on this as an outside assignment? Also, what is their level of technical proficiency, if they'd be able to create and contribute to the site with it allowing it to be a usable learning experience as far as the knowledge that they're working on instead of just learning a tool. And then will creating a site add to their long-term memory? In a course like mine for anatomy and physiology, this is essential because they need to carry it into their programs. And will typing and just creating one section help add this material and help them retain the material? And then basically, depending on the group of students that you're working with, will they be motivated to make this site? Will it help them learn, or will it just frustrate them? And finally, the same thing, consider the group of students and the effort that they're willing to put forth. In my completion of this assignment, I did find some articles which I've listed here. All of them are about using collaboration in learning, and including wikis and Web 2.0. I found all three of these articles very enlightening and encouraging as far as the future of using 2.0 in a constructivist learning theory and within higher education in general. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this.